I will now try and give you a brief overview about why do we need high-speed serial links in most conditions. Some might be new, some might be old. This is a radar-based system where you have a vehicle moving in. But once the sensor comes in, how is the communication happening from the sensing various points to central node? You need high-speed serial link for low latency work. So low latency, higher throughput, better computing power. You get the right input there. So you need serial links there also. Next is chip-to-chip communication. So a typical example would be your handsets, mobile phones. So your handset has a CPU, a GPU, memory, various sensors, audio and video. So all of these can be, they need communication to each other. So you find a lot of chip-to-chip communication. Typical works would be the MIPI interface, where you have M5 for the memory interface, C5 for camera, D5 for display, and various other works. Chip-to-chip, data and control, multimedia is all over here. And the next comes is when you're working with a mobile front haul or back haul. So what does this mean? You have your servers and you have your optical interconnects that are there. And this, when you need to talk to each other, you typically use an optical communication, right? Optics carries the information. But before optics, what was that? That copper. So most of this communication happened through copper, and it was all serial lines. So there also is very much interesting. If you look at some of the other activities, if you look at the center of this figure, you will see this is the 10G, 25G, 100G. What does this stand for? This is basically your Ethernet protocols, which happen with high speed data connectivity happens within your vehicles, data centers, or your end centers, or your server network, and all of that. This is called forms of closed loop work. For each of these units, you will find Ethernet being a major connectivity right now. Before, now it is all going to be optical connectivity, where you're trying to get a much more larger bandwidth to work with. Similarly, when you need to perform the backbone of your cloud activity, though all your activity is on the cloud, it is essentially still a machine sitting remotely in some place. So this machine also needs to communicate with data. There also you will have high-speed serial links offering the wide bandwidth of work. So in essence, what I want to say is data is going to be the currency of the world, future. So how you play with data. So data transport is again activity. Data storage is activity. Lowest speed, highest bandwidth, highest speed, highest bandwidth communication is again possible with data. So wherever you go, you will see jobs for this activity. And all the engineers will have a lot of challenges, and we'll try and discuss a few challenges going forward.